So when the war started, how did your family, like, what kinds of things started impacted your family right away? Did your dad, what things do you remember as like a kid happened changing your family?
Well, one of the first things was my dad had an old 1928 LaSalle, and it had side mounts, which on the right behind the front wheel, one on each side. So it had 6 tires, and the government come along and said you could only have 5 tires, and you had to turn the 5th one in, or the 6th one in, or if you had more, you had to turn them in for the rubber drive.
So tell us, since you mentioned you worked at a defense plant, what was the defense plant? Where was it?
The defense plant was in Park Ridge on Meacham Avenue, the old Bussey Buick garage. Originally it was Bussey Buick garage, and it was a big garage, and during the war they divided it into half, and one half was the defense plant and the other half was auto repair. You got to realize there were no new automobiles built for civilian use after 1941, after the war. So the dealerships only had repair work. They had no new cars. They could sell used cars if somebody traded one in. The other side was the defense plant. They packed tools for the Signal Corps and the Navy. They got in, they had 3 or 4 different types of tool kits that they made. One was a canvas bag with a lot of tools in it. Now these weighed 350 pounds, or 320 pounds when they were loaded. And then we had the job of loading them. Now this was a job because we loaded them into railroad freight cars on the siding by the Heinz Lumber Company. Well, the other thing was for meat. We used to do a lot of hunting. West of Western Avenue was outside the city limits. I don't know whether you know about the Washington School. You know where the Washington School is? I got my first pheasant right about where the principal's office is of the Washington School.